World Cup qualifications are back. Reggae Boyz football is back. On October the 10th, we can take one step closer to reaching the glory land, to reaching the World Cup finals. We will be playing the so-called best midfield in the Caribbean. For me, nothing but Netherlands B or C team. This is my match preview to Curaçao versus Jamaica. I'll be covering how they play and how we will be guaranteeing our 3 points. Let's jump right in. Welcome to Sports Jam Media. Remember to like and share, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Jump down to the comment section and let me know what your predictions are for Curaçao versus Jamaica. Both teams find themselves in Group B of World Cup qualifications, with Jamaica sitting at a handsome 6 points out of 6. The only team in CONCACAF to achieve that target, while Curaçao, on the other hand, currently are sitting at 4 points after stealing a draw away at Trinidad and Tobago and then defeating Bermuda 3-2 at their home ground. Curaçao are hoping to reach the World Cup finals for the first time in their history, while Jamaica is hoping to make this trip number 2. Fingers crossed, right? So, Jamaica currently ranked at 69 in the FIFA World Rankings, while Curaçao is ranked at 84. Both teams currently are being affected by injuries. Curaçao has 2 noteworthy injuries to key players. The first is Tahith Chung, the former Manchester United player that I know and know very well. He currently employs his trade at Sheffield United, while the other is Bazoer. He is a great defender, probably their best defender. He plays in the Turkish top flight league. Now, both of these players debuted in the September window. They were recruited from Netherlands to represent Curaçao. Unfortunately, they will not be available for them. For Jamaica, we're missing a number of key players. That would be Liam Bailey, Warner Brown, Michael Antonio, Deshaun Bernard, and most recently, Demari Gray, due to a groin injury while he was on camp. And you would have heard that Whisper has gone ahead and taken his spot in the squad. Now we talk about the form of both teams. In the last 5 matches, Jamaica has won 3 and drawn 2. In their last 2 matches, they've been able to win both games while keeping clean sheets. That is a big deal. And for me, that is a great response to the big thrashing, the 4-1 thrashing we got from Panama in the Gold Cup. Curaçao, on the other hand, in their last 5 matches, they've lost 1, drawn 3, and won 1. That victory being their last match, the 3-2 victory over Bermuda. And the truth is that scoreline isn't a true representation of the game, because the truth is Curaçao had many chances and could have easily run away with this game. Speaking of easily running away with this game, one of the games that the matches that were drawn that really built up Curaçao's reputation was the draw they had with Canada, which was a 1-1 draw in the Gold Cup. Now, when you look at XG, it was Curaçao's game. They were beating Canada based on XG by at least 1 goal. And bear in mind, XG doesn't count for the 2 goals that they got ruled out for offside. The fact is, Curaçao are a formidable opponent. Head-to-head, historically, Curaçao has never beaten Jamaica, and we're definitely not going to make this the first attempt. They're coming into this game. The truth is, they're seeing it as a must win. Jamaica's responsibility here is to ensure that that does not happen. Now, the question is, how do they play? The Curaçao team plays at the Ergilio Hato Stadium. Now, this stadium is known for having an astroturf. What that means is that the grass is artificial, and many Reggae Boyz fans, they seem to be scared that our players will not be able to adapt. The reassurance I will give those fans is that the Curaçao team has employed a strategy very similar to that of Jamaica. They've imported a lot of foreign-based players, which means that while this will be an away game for us, it may not feel like a home game for these players. They also are not accustomed to playing on a surface such as this. What is an advantage for them is their coach, however. Their coach, Dick Advocaat, is an experienced, well-known coach who has a high reputation. He is based in the Netherlands as well, just like many of their players, so you know communication will not be an issue. Now, his biggest highlights of his coaching career so far is his victory in the Scottish and also the Russian Premier League. He won the Scottish Premier League with Rangers and the Russian Premier League with Zenit. He's won several cups and several titles across the globe. He is definitely a defense-first kind of coach. However, due to his Dutch roots, he's a big advocate of total football. His defenders are able to play in midfield. His midfielders are able to transition to attack. His attackers are able to drop deep, control the ball, and look for quick passes. His wingbacks are able to go into midfield. His wingbacks are able to overlap. Their ability to interchange will be frightening for the Jamaican team. While they do have a starting lineup, as what I'm predicting here, we cannot expect that these players will be staying in one position. And it is highly because of the coach's philosophy. Now, while that is being said, this coach is a defense-first kind of coach. And it can be highlighted in their scores generally, which are usually a 0-0, a 1-0, a 1-1 draw, or a 2-1 victory. A lot of their games seem to follow that trend with low XG games, which means that neither team tends to have many chances. The exception to that would have been the Bermuda game, their last game, which ended 3-2, which means that I am sure the Curaçao team will be coming into this game with a defense-first mentality to ensure that there is not a repeat of that. Their strong defense can be highly credited to their goalkeeper and their defense, starting with their goalkeeper, who is Room. Room has a wide wrist wingspan, and because of this, he's very good in a penalty shootout or saving penalties in general. He's very intimidating. He fills out the entire goal, and due to his high wingspan, he's also very good at claiming crosses. His ability to jump above defenders, to punch out, or to catch the ball is frightening. He's also very good at passing out from the back. Speaking of passing out from the back, their defenders are also quality on the ball. In the last international window, they would have recruited Bazzaro. As mentioned earlier, he's out on injury. And Bazzaro was, when he came into the team during the Trinidad match, you could see that his ability to pass out the ball was a big focus to their attack. Now, with that being said, since he's out, the Curaçao team, they have wasted no time in recruiting another high-quality defender. And that is Armando Obispo. Obispo is a quality defender that employs his trade in the PSV team. He plays in the Champions League. In fact, the last Champions League match that PSV played, he was their starting defender, and he was integral to their play. His ability to pass out from the back is one to be admired. Plus, he is very quick. He will be asked to try his best to cater to our attack line, including young Bailey Kadamatri. Now, with that being said, their system is not dependent on only pace and only passing out from the back like a Spanish team would. No, they do not keep position for the sake of keeping position. Their aim is to pass out to rest in defense, hold a deep defensive line, and from their counter-attack. Unlike Jamaica, who seeks to counter-attack with long balls or balls through the lines, the Curaçao team, they intend to pass the ball directly into the goal, into the opponent's goal. The thing is, they do this with high numbers. Their aim is to soak in the opponent and transition quickly with rapid forward passes with the aim of creating overloads. Their wingbacks are not afraid to go forward. Their central midfielders are not afraid to go forward. Their aim is to overwhelm the opponent's defense, and because of their high numbers, they'll be able to do some quick passes and get the ball passed directly into the goal. Now, again, they are known for having the best midfield in the Caribbean. Do I agree with this? Not necessarily. And this is highlighted as well that this may not be the case because of the missing Taif Chung. Chung was integral to their win over Bermuda, where he scored 2 goals, keeping in mind he was playing in the midfield. But he kept on appearing in the box. This is an example of their total football mentality. We can expect the same. However, in this game, we will be seeing the attack being controlled by the Bacona brothers. Now, Leandro is the captain, usually their captain, and he's the more calm of the two. However, as it relates to the attack, the chief attacker will most definitely be Eugenio Bocano. He will be their chief attacker. He has the ability to play central midfield, cam, and striker, which will tell you that he will be appearing everywhere. Our aim is to lock him down. If he has a good game, Curaçao will have a good game. You will see them create chances through him. He is their main focus of attack in this game, and he's the one I am highlighting as the danger man. His abilities are not limited, include but not limited to his ability to create set piece chances, his ability to shoot, his ability to turn on in the half space, and of course his vision is one to admire. Now the question is, how do we beat them? Now when I say beat them, I mean beat them. I've heard fans say we need to go there to secure a draw. No, we need to go to secure all 3 points. It is a possibility that we could be qualified for the World Cup by the 14th of October if we beat Bermuda as well. If Trinidad and Curaçao were to draw their match, that would put them on a maximum of 5 points. And if we win both our matches, that would put us on 12 points. And if you do the math, we would be World Cup qualified. And for me, my friend, that is a great accomplishment. To qualify for the World Cup with a window in hand, the Reggae Boyz would be set up brilliantly for the World Cup finals. Now, to secure this 3 points, I have in net, returning from injury, Andre Blake, our living legend, a legend of the Reggae Boyz setup. Without a doubt, once he's fit, once he's here, he is between the sticks. It goes without saying that he will be playing a pivotal role in our task of securing all 3 points in this game. I expect him to be willing to step off his line. To any passes that are played in behind, he should be willing to get out quickly and secure the ball before any oncoming attackers. Big shout out to Jamali Wade and his performance in the last window. He was able to contribute to us securing those two clean sheets. But of course, once Blake is here, he has to start. The back four almost stays the same as well. The big difference is that I've gone ahead to select Amari Bell over Greg Lay. Amari Bell is just simply the better player. He's faster, he's stronger, better with the ball, better without the ball. He's able to carry the ball and overlap. He's able to go into midfield. He's able to pick a pass. He's able to provide a better cross. Now, mind you, Greg Lay has provided 2 assists, 1 in each match. However, without a doubt, Bell is just the better player. Greg Lay, thank you for your contribution in the last window, but I have to go with Bell. Now, with that being said, along with Bell coming back from injury, we also have Latibodair and Ethan Pinnock. Latibodair, while he is a great professional. I do not see him starting this game. At least I wouldn't start him. Now the question is, will the coach put Ethan Pinnock back into the starting lineup from the jump? I am hoping not. Because for my strategy, King will be vital. King has impressed me very, very much over the last few games. His ability to handle the ball under pressure, his ability to pick a pass, it is definitely, without a doubt, better than what Pinnock could offer us. Is Pinnock a better defender? Yes. For this match, however, I need King to facilitate the strategy. As stated before, Curaçao is a high-intensity team. They seek to gain overloads when attacking. But here's the thing. If you have the numbers advantage at one side of the field, guess what happens on the other side of the field? You are down on numbers. And one thing I know, King can pick a pass. He has shown it time and time again that he can pick a pass to Cephas, to Bailey, and I'm counting on him to provide us with the killer pass for us to counterattack and counteract effectively in this game. So I'm hoping that King stays and Ethan Pinnock does not take his place. I have really enjoyed King's performance over the last few games. Now in the midfield, we also have a returning player, and that is Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid is very much underrated. His energy, his tenacity will be key in this match. As stated before, Curaçao are the type of team that like to pick many passes. They want to wear you down. But wearing down Bobby Reid is a very hard task. That man is like an engine. And we need him in the midfield. That's why I've gone ahead with selecting him in the cam position. Now, of course, he can also pick a pass. He's versatile. He can play many positions. So no matter where he goes, he will not feel out of place. Partnering him, I have Ian Frey. I was considering putting him in the defense instead of Lembekisi because Lembekisi hasn't been playing many minutes. But we have listed Ian Frey as a midfielder, and for me, I believe that is intentional. Personally, I've never seen him play in the midfield. Whenever I check out Inter Miami, he is playing in the defense in the right back position. So I'm interested to see how he will be performing in this game, which I predict him to play in the CDM position. He can pick a pass. He's also very physical, and we will be needing that in this game. Partnering him will be John Russell as well. It's very interesting that Tyrese Hall did not get a call-up for this squad. He would have been, for me, one of the midfielders to play in this game. However, with the absence of Demarai Gray, it has to be Bobby Reid in the cam position. I am looking to Bobby to be able to track runners, watch, as I said, they like to interchange, they like to move the ball around. Bobby, I'm counting on you to use your legs and ensure that we can somehow dominate the midfield. Now, in attack, the attacking three does not change. I have Tyrese Campbell, Bailey, Kadamatri, and of course, we have Cephas. I have identified Ronaldo Cephas as our main source of danger in this game. He is potentially our match winner. Curaçao's inability to handle pace, direct balls played over the top or through the channels have been well documented when we've reviewed the footages. Their inability to handle pacey wingers who are direct, it is quite clear and obvious. Now, there are 5 phases of play in football. There is when you are in possession. That is where when you are up the field and you're in the opponent's final third. When you're in defense, right? This is when you have a resting defense. When you're transitioning in attack and when you're transitioning into defense. And of course, the 5th and final is when there are set pieces, your set piece strategy. What I've identified is that Curaçao's resting defense, when they're in settled defense, their settled defensive line, it is very impressive. Their ability to reduce opponents to very small XG is very, very impressive. And their ability to soak up pressure without allowing chances, it must be commended. However, their weakness are the 2 transitional phases. when they're transitioning into attack, or when they're transitioning in defense. They have triggers that they set up that once they win the ball, they go. Just like that, they go, they run, and they start to put pressure on the opponent's back line with those quick, fast passes that we spoke about, and their ability to turn. And as I said, they are fans of, not fans, but they practice total football, the Dutch way, where anyone can pop up in any position, with the aim being to simply overwhelm the opponent. But as I stated earlier, the issue with that is that when you have high numbers in one side of the field, the other side of the field is definitely lacking in numbers. And that is how I can see CFAS running in behind multiple times and causing them heartache, causing them issues. And CFAS will be our match winner. Now, with that being said, I'm also counting on Bobby Reed to contribute, and also Bailey Kadamacho with his pace as well will also be factors in this game. Now, my prediction for this game will most definitely be Jamaica 2, Curaçao 1. That is my prediction. Hopefully, that is what we see. Guys, regardless, let us go into this match with support. Ensure you tune in. It will be 6 p.m. Jamaica time. Let's lock in. Let's cheer on the boys as we secure another 3 points. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one.